All right, welcome to the podcast, Lincoln. Lincoln is obviously the guest for today's episode. This is episode 1. We want to start it off right. Link, talk to the people.
Hey y'all, I'm Lincoln. I usually record the videos, but now I'm in front of the camera, so this is different. Uh, yeah.
For sure. So that was kind of like the whole agenda today. Was really y'all kind of get a perspective on him because like you said, he records most of the videos. Like 80% of the Lincoln records. So if I'm vlogging, that's me obviously, but ones where I was doing public interviews or most of the stuff Link was recording. So let's go ahead and get into it. Link, you want to give people a little spill, Kawhi Leonard type about yourself just before we get into it?
Uh, I'm an athlete. I got good grades, run track, do everything, can cook, clean. Uh, um, hoop, whatever. All around, all around type of guy.
That's great overall guy, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start off with this topic. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna ask you what you want to start off with. Actually, do you want to start with the student athlete type of approach, or do you want to start off with relationship talk?
I can go student athlete.
All right, you kind of dive in on your mental health slash student athlete challenge with this, being your first year back in Arlington and what you've kind of been through and all that good stuff.
Um, I mean, a lot is different, obviously, because it's a totally different environment, totally different type of people that I'm going up against, sports wise and school wise. Uh, Teachers a lot more strict, like ridiculously strict. Um, Kind of threw me off like the first. Kind of threw me off first semester, but then we got into it and kind of caught the curve. So it wasn't as difficult as the second semester was definitely nowhere near as difficult as first semester.
All right.
But yeah, it just took a little minute to catch the learning curve, and then that on top of sports made it a little bit more difficult. But sports did definitely make it a lot more fun. It made it a lot more easy for me to set goals and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get my grades here because I want to be here athletic wise.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, being a student athlete just comes with being athletic. Like I can't be at school all day and then not go to practice after and not want to get better as an athlete in whatever field I'm doing, whether it's basketball, track, even if I'm just doing something because the coach wants me to, like cross country or anything else. But yeah, it's all just part of being a
Yeah,
student athlete.
for sure, for sure. Before I give my perspective, what were some of the mental challenges you had went through this year? We'll start with sports.
Oh, definitely. Playing on more competitive teams, like basketball for sure. Oh my gosh, everything was different. The team in general was better, and then being a part of that like winning environment just made everything different. It made me want to work harder. Made me just want to compete at higher levels, and actually made me want to compete in college more. So yeah, that just changed a lot. Even out of basketball season, it made me want to do better in track, and it just gave me more of a dog mentality when it came to track season, which is my main sport. So
For sure, for sure. So, um, yeah, man. So, like I said, like we just said, or like he just said, um, it was his first year back in Arlington. I didn't go to high school in Arlington at all. I was in Pecos all 4 years. He ended up coming back. So he just finished junior year. This is last week of school, and then he got senior year. So, um, yeah, that's very good answers. Um, and then kind of the mental challenge with being a dual credit student as well.
ooh, uh, I mean since I have been doing dual credit for longer, it's not very difficult. I mean, if you start kind of late, then it would be kind of confusing because you gotta start like the basic classes, like the basically like the little developmental classes, then take the ones that you don't really need, like the ones or not the ones that you don't really need, but the ones that are just time consuming, just to be time consuming, like kinesiology
Right.
and like all those types of things. But I feel it's a little harder to navigate when you don't have the right help. Like in Pecos, it was so easy, but then like once we moved down here, it was a little harder to navigate because they had a completely different dual credit system going on,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing it through a different college. But I mean, I knew what we had going on, so it wasn't much to switch up, and I didn't really switch anything up. So yeah, it wasn't that difficult.
For sure. For sure. All right. So that's kind of the mental health in school and student athletes, from his perspective, from uh, junior year, from his junior year, from my freshman year, mental health. Being in college, you have to really like prioritize your mental health, bro. Like, like seriously, like people will say that, but dude, you can just you'll end up just kind of living. Hey, would you mind getting off your phone? He's just anyway. It sounds very like cliche, but you will kind of realize like some moments in time you're just going about the motions and not really paying attention to what you're doing in life when you're just partying every weekend, not really locked in on school, and it happens to everybody, and you really don't want to get caught up in that. So mental health, kind of like school wise and just life, really take your classes seriously, take life serious, and then if you're a student athlete as well, a collegiate student athlete, dog, like it's a job. It's a job that you don't get paid. Like was it like Whaley used to say all the time when he would go off on us like every once in a while. You'd be like, this if you make it to the collegiate level, it's a job that you do not get paid for. You can in the IA and up, but it's tough to get that recognition as well. So that's kind of that. Just really, keep God first, keep God in the center of it, and then everything. All right, all right. The camera cut off because of a lack of storage, but that's fixed now. So that was kind of that. I kind of just to make a long story short, mine was to keep God first and just prioritize and understand also that you may not win immediately, but you have to believe and know that you'll win eventually. So it's not gonna be a cakewalk at all. All right, how you incorporate God to your everyday life for those that are learning how to do that.
Less deep question. I don't know. I can't answer. I don't know. You just I can't say nothing right now. I can say just do it.
So like, how would you do it? You learned how to do it. You didn't just do it out of nowhere.
No,
Yeah.
you just
Like how do you learn how do you
feel like that's more of a question for you to answer.
okay.
So let me ask.
All right, go ahead.
We can cut that. All right, this time I have a question for Lanier. Where is it? Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay. So, question is, hold on. How do you personally incorporate God to your everyday life for those that are just now learning
I would say this is what I did. How I incorporated God, Jesus into my everyday life was like how do I say this? Every situation that happens or every encounter you have with a person, that's a heaven sent God sent type of thing. You
how?
kind of have to.
Time out.
How did you get the clip off?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
there you go. Yeah. So you kind of have to look at it like that. Once you start realizing, God sends people to you for a reason. He sends situations to you for a reason, challenges, trials, tribulations, all that stuff. That's you look at that standpoint first, and then like, oh, let me go to the Bible. Yeah, everybody says that, but I feel like it's easier for humans to realize everything happens for a reason. and everything is set up for a reason. Like you encounter all these situations in life for a reason. Like that's not just happening because of coincidence. So I think it's easier for you to kind of really pay attention in life. When you connect with God, you start really paying attention to what's going on around you. And that's how you don't let BS happen or you don't tolerate it. And then you go into the Bible and then you start reading scriptures and then scriptures you really like, you kind of apply them or see how you relate to them or what you've gone through relates to those scriptures type thing. That's me personally. That's when I started getting closer to God. That's what I started incorporating and realizing that the people He sends you, the situations you go through, like for example, um, people I used to talk to, me and Lee were just talking about this. People we used to talk to from Vegas, we do not talk to anymore. But we realized that was just for that time. We learn we definitely learned a lot from
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of different people in
yeah, for
Vegas,
sure.
but we don't talk to them anymore. With that, God will send you people for a season, not forever, but for a season, and you have to learn. You have to see what the messages God is sending you through those people. That's just me though. Everybody's different, but that's what I did. So that's one way you can incorporate that is just really paying attention to your surroundings and paying attention to what's going on, and you can say like, "Oh, okay, God sent me that. Why did He send me that?" So that's just me though. That's what I do. That's what I did, and that's what I do. Right now, currently, I'm on the stage of applying scriptures to my life. So, all right, now let's get into some relationship stuff. My man's over here is cuffed. How long have you been in your relationship?
4 months and 3 weeks.
Young puppy love. Your social, so you give me your social norms compared to what others think relationship wise. So I guess the norm for your relationship, I'm not gonna say compared to others, but you know, I'll say the principles of y'all's relationship, if that's not too deep. But I think that's good to tell people as a young a young man. You know, the principles of your relationship, what you tolerate, don't tolerate, that type thing.
Um, I mean, I feel like it's like the basic. Well, it should be like the basic things that everybody has. Like we don't tolerate like cheating. We don't tolerate none of that. Like friendly
See,
stuff.
hey, bro, you may say it's basic, but the world is messed up. So it may be the basic stuff people need to hear. Go ahead though. You're starting out pretty good.
Uh, basically like anything that anything that we know would bother each other, like we don't do. So
Right.
like I would never go like hang out with like just girls. She would never go hang out with like a bunch of like just guys. Uh, all of our friends are mutual friends, so it's nothing like it's nothing petty going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we keep our friends mutual that way. Like nothing could go on the sidelines where it's like, oh, he said, she said,
Mm-hmm.
or oh, this person wants to do this with me. Like, is it a problem? Like this, that, and the third. So, and we keep all that up front.
Right.
So I think with her, it is good that I it's a lot easier for me to communicate with her than some other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I do really enjoy that about our relationship, and yeah, no, I appreciate her as a person, and I've just learned a lot about being a better person from her, like communicating with the people I love, and just building relationships with new people as well, because we were both new to our school. Well, we were both new to this school that we came to,
Right.
so we were kind of like some of the first friends that we made, and like once we got into it, we were like, oh yeah, like we're cool people, like we could see each other being friends even if we don't date. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I could see myself with her for longer than like just the school year or something,
Right.
because we were like friends at the start.
Mm-hmm.
So I think yeah, becoming friends with somebody that you could see yourself with is a very important part in lasting longer when you're of course like younger, like in high school, even if you know like, oh, everything ain't gonna be perfect, but I just want to ride this out for a period of time, or I want to see how far we can go.
Yeah,
You feel me?
for sure. And that's why this is why we started this podcast for good answers like that. So Um, when Lincoln had got into a relationship, I was very proud of him because he had been single a long time. But in all honesty, you should not be getting into relationships freshman, sophomore, like early junior year like that. Like, you know, get a feel for high school first, learn who you are as a person, and kind of just, make your way so you can graduate. So, of course, you know, people come and go, but like you said, when you just find a person you see yourself growing with and you become friends with her at first, y'all just become very cool, then, take advantage of the blessing that God has given you for sure. So, I feel like you need a high school relationship, just one, at
Oh
least
yeah.
one, because if you think you're gonna go to college your freshman year and get a relationship,
Oh nah. Yeah, nah, you're
no,
wilding.
no, don't do it. You're not you will be hurt.
Yeah. And it just builds character.
And
Like,
exactly, it teaches you a lot, builds your character, and it just what teaches you what you want and don't want
yeah.
in your next relationship. But if you plan on going to college and you plan on getting a relationship, like, okay, I didn't date nobody all 4 years of high school. I'm gonna get a girlfriend, freshman year of college. No, don't do it. I don't care where you go. No. So, now to switch it back on me, what was it? The no principles. Tell me what you think about the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Bro, there's no there's no question.
Tell me what you thought initially, from
Oh,
from like when J Cole was in it, when Rick Ross was in it for a little bit, to just from start to finish.
stop. First of all, uh, I mean, J. Cole wasn't really in it for real. I feel like he caught a stray. And he kind of he was just running with what people were saying.
Yeah,
Now, was it smart for him to exit out from that beef? Yes,
absolutely,
indeed it was.
for sure.
But do I think okay, his this was bad. Yes, it was not
J
that good.
Cole's?
Yeah, it wasn't that
What?
good. It wasn't that good. Let's be for real.
It was bad.
What do you remember him saying on that diss track?
He deleted it. I only listened to it twice,
Okay,
but
what do you
it was
remember
pretty
from the
good.
listening to
It
it
was
twice?
bad.
What did he say?
He said, oh, he said his last album was trash. I'm just saying what I remember. I'm not
What
saying.
else did he say?
I don't remember. I only listened to it twice.
Wow.
I
All
didn't get
right.
because he deleted it.
Anyway. Yeah, so it
was
wasn't all
bad.
that. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but
I feel like you're holding. I feel like you're holding that diss to Kendrick's. I feel like you're holding it to Kendrick's.
I'm holding it to all. I'm holding it to Drake's. Drake's was better. Drake's first one was better than that.
All right, go ahead.
So he exited. Smart, very smart decision. Because honestly, I didn't think Kendrick was going to reply for a minute. Then I seen Drake. Did he dropped two first, right?
I think so.
Dropped two.
Yes, he did. He dropped
like,
push-ups.
Yes, he dropped push-ups and then that AI song with Pop.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, he's kind of thinking outside the box, right?
Right.
I was like, okay, it's 2-0, 2-0.
Right.
Then Kendrick dropped Euphoria. The start, I was like, okay, he's about to do some like melodic stuff. Like I'm probably not gonna like this that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then boom, beat switch. I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So then he starts doing his little thug dizzle. Then I was like, okay, Drake still got it. Then boom, beat switch. I was like, oh my god, he's doing his thing. He's kind of tearing into him a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I think it switched again, but it wasn't that long. So I would say it was like 2-1. It was 2-1.
Right.
Then Drake dropped what was it called? I don't know, but he started it. He said,
I know what you're talking
about. Yeah. He said he started it with the N-word. I thought that was kind of tough, but I think Drake made good songs, like songs that you would listen to, like when you're in the car, but they were too long. Like Drake doesn't really make music like that like especially not rap songs. Like Drake doesn't make long rap songs.
Right.
So I couldn't listen to this. I couldn't listen to it that much. But it
Family Matters. My fault.
That's Family Matters. But I couldn't listen to it because it was like 6 minutes or something.
7. I just looked at 7.
Yeah, it was like 7 minutes, and it was Drake. I can't listen to Drake for that long, especially if it's not singing. Ooh, Lord, yeah, that caught me off. Then Kendrick just started spazzing, right? Second second little song. Bro, Kendrick was just like the beat was scary.
He dropped Meet the Grams.
Yes, the beat threw me off at first, right? It sounded like something from a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he about to start saying, right? He starts going crazy. He starts name dropping, talking about how his parents are failures, how his son needs a better dad, and I'm like, oh my god, he's really this is some like this is a diss. This is like this is some real rap beef, right?
Yeah.
Then towards the end of the song, it got scarier, and he started talking about the stuff he had lied about, and I didn't realize he was talking about Drake having like an illegitimate daughter
Right.
for the longest time. But I listened to it like again, like right after, because it's a Kendrick song. Like you gotta analyze what he's talking about.
Right.
But I had the Genius lyrics like popped up next to it, and I was reading it, and when I tell you, when I read that, and I was scared for Drake's career. I was like, oh wow, this is going somewhere.
And then Not Like Us. That's a classic for the 80s. That's a classic for the 80s.
No, but it was smart though, because he didn't copyright that song. So people on TikTok could use it, people on YouTube could use it, they could react to it and still make money off of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did that for a little bit. Then of course I did my little internet research. I seen that. I was like, oh yeah, he's a smart man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kendrick definitely got him on that. Unless he
that's probably not. It's too late.
Because Drake did respond, but it was kind of like a self-defense track. It wasn't like this really. So yeah, that's kind of over.
No doubt. My this is so great. Like this was just a very unexpected, very much needed though. Very much needed because, in my opinion, mainstream rap is just down right now. It's down.
And then he did kind of start a little like this little wave because Chris Brown and Quavo had their little thing. Oh my god!
Why is nobody talking about Chris Brown?
Chris Brown's bad.
Because Quavo hasn't said anything since. I don't know why nobody's talking about Chris Brown, but give that man a Grammy, whatever. For that's actually one of the hardest disses in a long time.
Yeah.
But back to Kendrick and Drake. This is a very much needed GOAT beef because number one, like I said, mainstream music right now is just down. Baby hasn't dropped anything. YoungBoy is just dropping stuff. YoungBoy is gonna drop a hit. That's how he's gonna drop a hit.
Yeah.
But Moneybagg Yo, what happened to him? Young Thug is locked up. Gunna just is making his comeback, but mainstream music right now is just down. So when I seen Kendrick said what he said on Future and Metro Boomin's album, I'm like, okay, they probably not gonna respond to that because he really didn't say anything. Bro. He was like, it's not a big three, it's just me. I didn't think that. I didn't think somebody.
It's the way he said it, bro.
But he didn't like this.
Bro, he basically said like bro, y'all aren't on my level. Like, bro, y'all suck. That's basically what he said.
Okay, I didn't think a response. I'm like being totally honest. So, by the way, I did not really enjoy Future and Metro Boomin's album like that. That's besides the point. So, Kendrick, who responded first? Drake?
Yeah.
Drake responds with push-ups. I actually liked push-ups. I have push-ups on my playlist. I actually like
I still have push-ups on my playlist.
I actually like push-ups. I'm like, okay. He threw a good jab. He got him stumbling a little bit. So Kendrick takes he takes a good while to respond. But everybody knew he had all of those saved. He had all of those songs just saying, and he's just waiting to drop them. Bro. So Drake drops, Cole drops. I like 7 Minute Drill personally. Now, do I think Cole could have came a little harder? Pause. Yes, I think he could have came on that verse a lot tougher because the way he did Lil Pump is the way he should have came. That's different.
No, that's different though, bro. Lil Pump, like, let's be so for real.
What?
It's so easy to diss Lil Pump
for sure. But I'm saying the energy he came at Lil Pump with is how he should have came at.
But he couldn't because it's not the same, bro. Kendrick and J. Cole have been in. Well, J. Cole has been in a little bit longer, but they the same age.
Yeah, what's your
point? It's not like I'm saying he couldn't come at him like that.
Why not?
Because they've both been in the game for so long. It's different.
I'm not saying. I'm saying energy he came at Lil Pump with. Like
he came at Lil Pump with son energy. Like
yeah,
he was like, "Oh yeah, you a little boy to me." He couldn't.
yeah.
He can't do
Okay,
that
he
to
didn't have to
Kendrick.
come to Kendrick like you my son or something. But like I'm saying the aggressiveness,
You're
the
you
energy.
you're saying
Yeah,
okay,
I'm saying the
yeah. You're
aggressiveness,
saying
the
like
energy.
okay.
Like when me, Kim, and Colin were talking about the 7 minute drill, it's
Uh-huh.
like he's giving them constructive criticism.
Yeah.
What Kendrick don't need no constructive criticism.
Yeah.
He's Kendrick. So that's why I felt like J. Cole's wasn't it wasn't all that. Now I thought it was all right, but like you just said, it wasn't up there with Drake's. It wasn't up there. So was he smart? Yes. That was very mature of him to back out because
Oh yeah, he what 39? He got
yeah,
to be 40, bro. Like
very mature of him to do that. J. Cole got a family. He keeps his family. He keeps his family on the low.
oh yes. Oh my
Who are his
gosh.
kids? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what their names are. What grade? Who knows who his kids are? He has a family. Drake's family is publicized.
Nah.
It just got even more publicized. So after he replied with Euphoria, I did not like the start of it at all. I was like, I cut it off. I didn't like it. I was listening to it.
Okay,
And
no, you're
like,
tripping.
I cut it off, and I was like, okay, let me listen to it because it's Kendrick. I was like, let me listen to it. I get back to the room and put it on my speaker. I was like, let's listen to this. So he's talking, then the beat switches. I'm like, okay, it's about to change. So then he starts talking that talk. I'm like, okay, all right, it's 1-1. Then Drake drops Family Matters. He drops Family Matters. Like you said, it was just way too long. I think if Drake would have kept Family Matters for like 4 minutes, I think we'd probably be having.
It's because he was trying to
better talk
match.
right
He
now.
was trying to. He was
Yeah,
basically trying to match Kendrick.
exactly.
He was like, oh, you gonna make a 6 minute diss track about me? Bet.
Yeah,
7 minutes.
Yeah, it was like
Sleeper.
he was trying to play.
Sleeper.
It was like they were playing horse, and Drake was just shooting the exact same shot.
Yeah.
Kendrick was shooting.
Yeah.
So if that, I think we'd be having a different discussion right now if he would have kept that to like 4 minutes because he came on the song extremely tough.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Came on the song.
I think he had a lot to say, but he didn't know how to say it in like a Drake way.
Yeah, because Drake don't got his own sound, his own. Like,
I mean, no, because we all know what a Drake sound is, but he doesn't. Rap wise, no, he doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't have.
He's from Canada. What does Canada sound like? Drake.
I guess.
My point, like that's what Kendrick was saying, and not like us. That's what and that's why Kendrick won. It's just.
If we're being so for real, okay. Have you been? You don't follow Drake on Instagram, do you?
No.
Okay, neither do I. But I have been seeing that he's been posting, basically just like memes, like trolling, talking about, oh yeah, y'all don't want me to like press the big red button because I'll go crazy. Basically.
Yeah.
Stop. We all know
it's over.
not. Yeah,
it's
beef is over. Yeah, Kendrick
definitely
won.
Kendrick clearly won.
Because I don't think Drake can really.
And just the way Kendrick went about the disses, like he had they were slow songs, beat switch, and then
it was like
Meet the Grams.
It was like he was trying to like hurt him.
Yeah,
like without touching him,
and then dropped a classic for
I'm saying
the rest
yes,
of our lives.
Like
this generation, this generation, 05 and up or two, whatever. This generation, that is our hit 'em up. That's their you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is our Tupac hit 'em up. Like because that's the best diss. Yeah, that's the best diss track of this generation. And maybe that's a bold claim.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, it really is because you see, he dropped an audio to the song and it has 50 million views. I can't imagine if he decides to record a video.
Bro, did you see Drake's dislike to like ratio on the last song he dropped?
No, I didn't even look.
It's bad. It's like I think it's like 50, like 55% dislikes and like 45 likes.
Yeah, and everybody he lost bad.
Yeah.
But give the viewers advice on how to get girls. Not girls, but how you will go about not go about your way, but how you conduct getting a girl. Bro, that's actually a question.
Oh wow.
So how did you get your girlfriend? What did you do?
It was just me. Like,
come on, go.
A lot of, I mean, like a lot. No, because like a lot of people think they got to do like, oh, this, that, and the third.
Right.
I I gotta talk a certain way. I gotta act a certain way. Like, bro,
Right.
just be you.
No doubt.
Like, you don't gotta do nothing. Unless you just absolutely know that no female, that you are a cornball, no female is gonna like your person. Yes, you are a bot. No female's gonna like your personality. Just be you. Yeah, like that's a you problem at that point. That's like you need to reevaluate your whole life.
I got a better question. I have a better question.
Okay, what's up?
Me and a girl were talking about this because she was like, she can't stand ugly people. Right? Hear me out. Hear me out. I ain't gonna name drop. I'm not gonna name drop. But
bro, what? Okay.
She said she can't stand ugly people. I was like, are there ugly people?
No, yes, no, for sure. There's no, because there's definitely a normal for like looks wise. There's a normal. There's a normal. No. Let's be so for real. There's no. Stop.
Go ahead.
Okay? No. Because there's conventionally attractive people.
Conventionally?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, where like most people, like say you take 10 people in a room, they're gonna be like, oh yes, he's attractive. And it's conventionally ugly people. That if you take 10 people, put them in a room, they're gonna be like, oh yes,
they're ugly people to you.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
I had to look at. Hear me out, okay? I had to look at it like this. When she said that, I was like, "That's so just blatantly rude."
No, it is.
I understood what you were saying, but I looked at it like this. If we think somebody's ugly, that doesn't mean that's just what we think. But there's somebody that
no. Yes, but that doesn't.
So when you say conventionally, because you were saying conventionally
means like majority of people are going to find them ugly. Of course, there's going to be the outliers. There's going to be the like, no, not the weirdos, but there's going to be the people that see them for more than what's on the surface.
But what about the people that actually find their surface attractive?
Then that's the outliers.
So
that's
that wouldn't make them ugly in that person's eyes. It all depends on how you look. Like seriously, like it all really depends.
Well, but there's a lot of things that qualify somebody. No. There's a lot of things that qualify people as ugly and good looking.
What qualifies somebody as ugly?
Well, for a lot of,
because what you may think is ugly, somebody.
Well, okay, no. But let's be for real. Okay, I have friends that obviously aren't like that good looking. Okay, but do they still pull it? Yes, because they don't have ugly personalities. Like when like look. Like a girl, of course, the first thing they're going to see is
your face.
Your face,
right?
But then once they get to know you, then it's a totally different ballgame.
Okay, I get, but I'm saying
so no. But yes, they're strictly looks. There are ugly people. Yes, everybody can't be good looking. That's not how that works.
No, I'm not saying.
So then, yes, there is ugly people, but there is somebody for everybody. There's somebody for somebody anywhere in the world.
I'm saying what I don't think there are ugly people. But now I think this person's not that good looking. Okay. But if there's somebody that finds that person, it has all it takes one. If one person finds that person attractive, they're not considered ugly.
But that doesn't make them attractive.
What does that make them then?
It just means they see them in a different light than you do.
Okay.
Let's be no. Stop. Okay. So, okay. What makes food nasty to you?
Okay, the taste. What makes it? Okay, what makes it?
Okay, so what somebody else likes, you don't like.
Right.
That still makes the food nasty for you.
Right.
So the food is nasty,
but it doesn't make it generally nasty.
Okay, but if majority of
Brussels sprouts.
Who likes Brussels? Who likes
somebody likes Brussels sprouts?
Name 5 people that like Brussels sprouts. Oh,
coleslaw. I don't like. We don't like coleslaw. Okay, we throw it out. We replace it with the toast.
No. But I don't dislike coleslaw. I just don't stop. I just don't eat it. Like I'm not gonna.
Why don't you eat it?
Out of everything I could get at Cane's, I'm not gonna choose.
All you can get is extra toast or extra fries.
Exactly. So I'm gonna get the extra. I'm gonna get what I like.
But you like?
No. I didn't say that. I said I don't dislike coleslaw.
Do you like it? Yes or no?
It's okay.
So you like it?
If somebody offered me coleslaw,
you'll eat it. So you like coleslaw?
No, no.
But anyway, that doesn't make it generally nasty. Just because I find it nasty, somebody else will like it. I don't like. Dad just called me earlier. I said fried chicken or baked chicken. I don't like baked chicken like that. I know that
it's nasty.
it's not nasty.
Okay, so you can't compare that. Well, yeah, you're not going to choose to eat it, but if it's there, if there's nothing else to eat, you're going to eat it.
I don't like what's it called?
No. Okay. Back
to it. Go ahead.
There still is conventionally attractive people and conventionally ugly. Like nobody's gonna look at Michael B. Jordan and be like, "Oh, he's ugly," because that's not true.
Right.
That's not true to anybody. He's not ugly. Now he might not be the pinnacle of looks. Like he might not be the best looking guy you've seen. But a lot of people do think that.
Right.
But nobody thinks Michael B. Jordan is actually ugly.
You think
there's thing who?
Jay-Z.
Oh yes. But he what does he do?
I'm talking about don't talk about his power and his fame and
but that's what makes certain people attractive. People
I'm talking about strictly face. Like
strictly face, if Jay-Z was in the same position that say Jay-Z was in college right now.
Okay.
He's not pulling like that.
I think
no money. No, stop. No money. No rapping, no nothing.
Does he still have the same mindset of Jay-Z?
No. You said just straight looks.
Straight look, but okay.
Straight looks. Like you said. He's not pulling like that. Now he might get the few outliers. Yes, he might get.
But he's pulling.
No, that's not.
But in his head, he thinks he's handsome.
That doesn't make him handsome. That's not.
Yes,
no, it doesn't. If you think you're good looking, that doesn't mean
I ain't gonna lie.
You can walk up to any woman and they won't start screaming if you start talking to them a certain way.
So there are ugly people.
Yes, there are ugly people, but that doesn't just like subtract you out of the equation. Just because you're ugly or just because you're not the best looking person ever doesn't mean you're not gonna pull, because there's a bunch of different things that come with it.
Right.
Of course, like the person you are. If you can make people laugh, then people are gonna like you, whether you ugly or not.
For sure.
So there's a lot more to it than just like, oh, am I ugly? Like,
yeah. I don't think there are ugly people.
I think there's here. When you say ugly, do you mean unattractive? Because there
are. I don't think there are generally unattractive people. I'm saying generally as in like a good, like a lot of people will think that person's unattractive. Like
a lot of people are gonna think.
I mean,
a lot. There definitely are generally unattractive people.
Okay,
but exactly. If
I'll say this, because this is just a new realization I've come to. I say just because I think they're unattractive or ugly doesn't mean.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because we all have different tastes.
Yeah,
but let's be okay. If you see somebody that doesn't take care of themselves, who stinks, who doesn't care what they wear outside, who does not take care of themselves whatsoever, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you think out of 10 are going to like them?
Okay, so I see your point on that one.
Okay, if you get a room full of 10 conventionally attractive women and get one decent looking guy, do you think all of them, just straight based off of looks, are going to be like, oh yeah, he's
of them?
Majority? Do you think majority of them are going to be like, oh yeah, he's decent looking? Probably. Like he's not crazy, he's not ugly, right. He's decent looking. So that means there is a standard. There definitely is a standard.
Okay.
And there's top and there's bottom. There's definitely bottom of the barrel. Okay. There's definitely a midpoint.
Okay.
And there's basic. There's
levels to it.
Yes. Of course there's levels. Yes. Has to be.
I see. I definitely see your point on that. I definitely do.
Okay.
Now, do you think? How do I say this? Do you think, in this day and age, do you think it's better for a man to stick to becoming husband material in life, or do you think? How do I say it? Is the light on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it's cool? It's better. It's which is the better route to stay husband material, stay locked in, or kind of just go about his way and do whatever he wants with whatever he wants and really not care about the future will come
What's
type thing.
better or what's more common?
Now we know it's more common,
Oh, then
but what do you think it was better?
what's
Like,
better is definitely
now tell me why.
because it keeps you from being a part of the pack.
Right.
Just because all your friends are, oh yeah, he did this for so and so, he did this to this one girl the other day. That don't make it right.
For
I
sure.
mean,
Right.
it's always better to stay.
Oh, I got a better question. My fault.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
a
no,
female's past bother you?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Dive a little deeper.
yes,
So her past bothers you.
yes,
Really?
yes, because that just leads to more obstacles in the future. If she did something with 20 different guys,
Okay.
that's 20 different guys that I have to worry about. Because there's no possible way that, oh yeah, she did this with so and so, she did this with another so
Right.
and she just completely cut all of them off. She doesn't care about any of them whatsoever. She doesn't have any relationships, any sort of ties with any of them at all. That's just not how that
That's the
works.
point. Okay. Now what if? Now I'm saying because I have seen it. There. I no. I'm serious. I've seen it, bro. I've seen. I have a girl because girls like that, and same thing with dudes. They haven't met a solid person yet that they want to be with. So I can do what I want until I meet that person. But until I meet that
Okay,
person,
but
I can do what I want.
What happens? No, 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 no. What happens when you do meet that person?
But what if they cut up? They drop everybody. I met this person. This is a person that I
Okay,
would grow
but
with.
it does still lead to problems in the future with that person. It
What
can lead
problems?
to problems. A girl that you used to mess with wants you back, and then what do they do?
That's up to that person.
Okay,
I'm with this person
I'm
now.
just saying it does create problems in the future because all it takes is one picture. Oh yeah, but yeah, because all it takes is one picture, then I look stupid. All
Hmm.
it takes is one phone call. Be like, oh yeah, I was with them a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Then I look dumb because I was over here trying to cuff. Well, I thought it was wife material, but
Hmm.
like, how do I look being the
Right.
only person that wants to be with?
Okay. I'll say this about uh, a woman's past. Me personally, me
No, well,
personally.
hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, if it's if you don't if you don't care, then you probably not looking for like a long term relationship. If you don't really care about her past for real, then it might just be like I'm trying to talk to her just to see if it's fun or not.
Right. No.
But I mean, if you actually care about the girl's past, then that means you care about her. That means you care about y'all's relationship in the future.
Okay. I'll say this. I feel like everybody has a past.
Oh, duh, yeah, yeah, of
Like
course.
like everybody has a past. So to judge somebody from their past is tough because it's like everybody has a past and it's gonna be something. It's gonna be multiple things that person is not gonna like from that past. So it's kind of up to the person. It's up to the person if they want if that's gonna let them bother them or not because that's fine. That's as long as it's green. But as long if they don't bring their past into what we have going now, and then you show me like, okay, you really taking me serious, I'm gonna take you serious. But if they now that's one of my biggest. If you bring your past into what we have going now, okay, that's a problem. But I have a past. You have a past. Everybody's gonna have a past. Like even somebody that hasn't done anything, they have some type of past for something. All right. So back to it. So somebody I know, right? Hey, lock in, bro. So somebody I know was messing with a girl, telling me she would. I was I could tell he really liked her because he was just or used to like her at one point. But so to make a long story short, he used to mess with her before he had moved to Texas, and he was telling me like how pure she was and blah blah blah. And she goes to school. in Florida State University. Yes, and obviously you go to school with me in Austin, Texas. So I'm like, okay, do you still think she's pure? And he's like, yeah, blah blah blah. We talk every day. I'm like, do you genuinely think she's telling you everything? And he started kind of making a face, and I'm like you like really like keep it so honest with yourself, bro, because like the times we live in are so tough. And then I was also telling him that um like there's something about everybody's past that somebody has a problem with, or does not a problem with, but doesn't like. He smokes. This person I know smokes. She doesn't know he smokes. That's this somebody I know is a virgin that hasn't done anything at all, but he smokes. She would have a problem with that. So it don't even matter it doesn't matter if it's where it comes to just um getting with girls or what you do as your hobby, what you do like a past is like everybody is going to have some type of problem with the past. Now, if you let somebody else's past bother you, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you kind of gotta just understand and kind of realize that everybody has one. Like,
but it is different though because
what's
everybody
different?
has trauma, but people deal with it a certain type of way.
Okay.
Different people deal with it different, like completely different ways. A lot of people are good at dealing with that. A lot of people aren't.
Okay, so how do you think you are with dealing with a girl's past?
Oh no. I think no, because I prioritize. Like I know
Go
if
deeper.
they pass is gonna bother me for the long run, then I know I shouldn't get with her.
Okay.
So there's no point. There's no point in me trying to like change their past when I know I can't.
Yeah.
Or there's no point in me trying to change them when I know I can't.
Right. So a girl's like 20 bodies like no.
That's ridiculous. At my age?
No. I'm just
At
saying.
my young age of 16 years old, that's ridiculous.
For sure. No, I agree for sure. But okay, say freshman in college, you know, years about to be over. Like my case right now, dog. I'm bro, bro. A lot of girls with more than 20. Now, I'd say okay. I'd say this for sure. I say this. I definitely say this. I'm not dating you. I
Okay, all
definitely,
right. If this
I
is what I'm
definitely
saying,
because like you just said because and well you didn't say this but mine will kind of be on the point as in you just let like that
you
many
let.
people have
I'm
access
saying,
to you.
but let's be for real.
Go ahead.
We know every single one of those people were not. She let a couple of.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Just
So
yeah.
so that's that you gotta worry about the good looking people and the ugly people. Like that's not.
See,
That's
I'm
not
yeah.
something I'm willing to
I'm
put
not.
myself through.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like you gotta worry about like no. My point would be like you just let that many people have access to you. Like I feel like you would just feel like you're just another person at that point.
You are.
Yeah, that's how I would feel mentally. Like even like trying to date her, like okay, she drops all these people for me, like she's taking me serious, and then you just figure that out, and then you just kind of be like, I'm just another body to her. That's what it feels like. And how would she make you feel secure in that moment? How? That's a question. How like what? Yeah, I don't mean like what can she do? What can she do?
Yeah,
Like
it's nothing. At that point, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. What happened happened. So I mean, yeah, there's none else you can really go through. That's gonna change that experience.
yeah, yeah. All right. What else do they say? Okay.
Last
You have
question.
anything? You have anything you wanna like a question you like just wanted to ask or you wanna like dive into this topic that you've seen as of late? Oh no. I think somebody sent me checking phones, checking social medias, having logins, all that stuff. How do you feel? Do you think that's necessary?
I think for certain people it is necessary because of because of situations that they've been in.
Okay.
So like if somebody got cheated on, I would expect them to kind of with their next significant other, I'd expect them to be like, hey, for these reasons, I kind of want Snapchat, Instagram, this, that. So it's not. I wouldn't do it just because, like, I mean, if you gonna cheat, you gonna cheat. I'm gonna learn a lesson. That's the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
Would you get back with somebody cheating on you? No, no matter how in love you are. Okay, for sure. Now go ahead, go. But
But um, dang, what was I saying? Oh, but so there is certain situations where I can see it,
mhm,
but me, like if I'm going to date you, I expect you to be loyal to me, so I shouldn't have to check your phone.
yeah, I expect you to be loyal when we first start texting.
I'm saying
When we
exactly,
first start
exactly.
texting,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
like, but bro, that's that. I feel like once you ask for this has never happened, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if you ask for my Instagram, you ask for my Snap, or you ask for like you ask to see my phone and go through my phone. I'm not gonna get defensive, but I'm just be like, you think I'm cheating?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
do you
Like
think?
there's
Tell me
it
what? Yeah,
breaks the trust.
yeah, and I feel like once trust is it's really, really,
Yeah,
really
it's hard
tough.
to get
Like
trust
this
back
is not
once.
your mom that you can build the trust, but this is not your
Yeah,
grandma, sibling, or somebody you have a. This
that you've
is
known for that long.
it's.
Like
I feel like
it's
it's very hard to come back from that.
yeah,
It's really hard to come, and I feel like everything after that just kind of be like forced because
yeah.
like what do you think I'm cheating for? And if I feel like you're cheating, like there's a reason I feel like you're cheating,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna just ask you. But I feel like that's just having your boyfriend or girlfriend's account or constantly asking for their phone. Just
No.
go ahead.
Now, if both of y'all agree to it in the beginning of the relationship, then that's a different story. Because that's oh okay. I'm fine with you having my information. Uh, you're fine with me having your information. Then it's straight. But if it's like a y'all been dating, then you start getting like suspicious, but like for no reason, like it's just kind of like
Yeah.
intrusive thoughts.
Do you think that's good to do that to start a relationship off having because a lot of relationships do that start off relationship having each other's social media and constantly checking each other's phones.
Because it's just not
It's just not
it doesn't
it's
it
not
doesn't
healthy.
help with trust. Yeah, it's not healthy because then you never really gain trust for the person.
Exactly.
It's always oh hold on before we do something I gotta check to see if you're cheating or I gotta text you texting this dude that I told you not to text or it's something along those lines
Yeah.
and then
And
it's like there's always like some
yeah. And then you and we know how girls are very petty when it comes to
oh
like
yeah
they'll make a joke. Oh, we know how girl like very petty get to throwing jokes around like that's just I don't think that's good. I never have. I never will. I've never liked that. Like if you feel like you need to ask me for my phone, I'm gonna ask you why do you think I'm cheating on you? What have I done to make you feel that way, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I've never been that guy. I've never checked a girl's phone ever, and I feel like you. I feel like when you go through your girl's phone as a man, as a guy, young man, teenager, whatever. I feel like your insides are just eating you alive because
oh yeah
you're bound to find something. When you're looking for, you're bound to
it's
find
gonna be
something,
something
and
dumb
it
bro
could be,
it could
and
be like the smallest thing it could be the
bro,
biggest
it
thing
could be before you,
I'm
but it
saying
will bother you. You'll be like, why do you still have this in your phone? It was from 2 years ago. I forgot to delete it. I just feel like that's not a really good thing to do, in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think that's a good thing to do because you're not gaining any type of trust. And how do you communicate effectively doing that? And then say if a girl or a guy, you got each other in each other's bio, right? And a girl or a guy just be like, I don't care if they got somebody, I'm gonna hit them up anyway. And you didn't even text them. They clearly hit you up, but you'll just be like, how do you something negative. Something negative will come out of that. Out of
oh
somebody hitting
yeah
you up and
yeah
you didn't even something along that line. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is actually I'm pretty sure this is like a good hour, maybe. Hope y'all enjoyed. We had great talks. This really kind of started as a Q&A and then turned into a podcast, turned into a really good conversation. Hope y'all enjoy. Parents got to get to cooking dinner for the night. So it's officially LG and Link out.